are like, we did discuss a lot of the times on like, should men pay on the first date or shouldn't they pay? And then a lot of Chinese people were saying, of course a man should pay, right? But in America, it's not the case, basically. A lot of men will say, of course I will pay. But a lot of girls will actually be like, no, I prefer you not to pay. Maybe there are some hidden messages there too. Like, if I don't like you enough, I will not let you pay, for example. Or if I don't know, if I don't want to feel like I owe you anything, I wouldn't let you pay. This is not me personally. I'm just saying, like, from experience from like my other friends and people that I was discussing these topics with. Then again, like the role of a father in a family or a role of a mother in a family. These are also interesting because they are not the same in all of the countries. Some countries, they really focus on community, right? And some countries are kind of more focusing on individualism, right? Being individual. And these are quite interesting to discuss, especially from people from different countries. I know that most of you guys watching are from China, but sometimes when I let some people practice their English, we do like a video call. And a lot of the times, not a lot of the times, but a couple of times we had people that are not actually from China, but watching from other countries or other foreigners living in China. So that's also interesting to hear their perspectives. Someone is saying, could you please pause for a while? Darren, why do you want me to pause? Should I be speaking a bit more slowly? Or are you... do you need to do something? I'm gonna be talking anyway, so you could finish doing your things and then come back and continue with the live stream. Okay, just a moment. I need to try and find something here that I'm missing. I'm missing a lip balm, actually, because I'm talking a lot and I feel like my lips are getting really dry. But unfortunately, I cannot find it here. Well, okay, I'm gonna stay with dry lips for today. I'm just gonna have some water. What makes you become interested in China in the first place? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my story, okay? I have been an English teacher for more than 12 years, and I was always really interested in languages. Well, my first language is English, but then I started learning Spanish. Then I started learning German. And I was really, first of all, I started learning Spanish and it was really easy for me. So I thought, I'm probably good at languages. And then I started learning German. And that was also kind of easy for me. And I was thinking, I want to learn so many languages. So then I started learning Japanese. Then I was also learning Serbian. And then actually what was the most difficult for me was when I tried learning Chinese. And I tried learning Chinese because I was living in China. So I was teaching English in America at first, and I was usually teaching to like diplomat kids or the kids that are traveling a lot and kids from other countries. I was teaching them English, and then I started teaching teenagers, and later I started teaching adults. And then I got a job offer in Japan. And I was teaching English in Japan for a while. And after that, I got a job offer in China. And then I started teaching English in China, and that's why I love Chinese people and I am interested in Chinese culture as well. And I lived in Guangzhou, so that is on the south, right? And I loved the weather, and the people were so warm and so kind. The weather was really nice, and China is really advanced, which I didn't know before. I thought, Japan is really advanced, but actually, when I came to China, I was really pleasantly surprised. So I kind of became obsessed with China at one moment, and I decided to stay there for a couple of years. So I was living in Guangzhou and teaching in Guangzhou. And as I was saying, I love the weather. I love the people that are really kind and warm. And I also really loved Cantonese food. I have to say, I really enjoyed it. And so all of these things kind of made me stay. I also continued teaching English, which is my main job. And then, unfortunately, after COVID, I got stuck. I couldn't come back to China. I came back to America, and I wanted to celebrate my sister's birthday, and that was in March 2020. And I was thinking, I'm just gonna visit her for a little bit and then I will come back. But unfortunately, I was not able to come back after that. And you know, all of my things, all of my stuff, everything stayed in China actually. So I never planned on leaving, but it just happened that way, unfortunately. So then I just started teaching online, because a lot of my students that stayed in Guangzhou, they were asking me, teacher, please, can we continue with the lessons, and can you continue teaching? And then I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna come back. But the situation was actually not improving, right? You know, the lockdown was on for a long time. So I was actually stuck, and I started teaching online. And then I realized that if you teach online, you could also like travel, right? Live in different countries, and while also continuing, right? Not stopping teaching. So my students wouldn't suffer, or they wouldn't be like, okay, I'm gonna go on a holiday and then we need to stop with classes. A lot of them were like preparing for important tests, or some of them were, you know, like dependent on practicing every week, so they don't lose like the vibe, or they don't lose the momentum that they've built. So that was the main point. I continued teaching Chinese, and then not Chinese, English. I continued teaching English, but online. And then I realized it's actually much easier that way. And I could, you know, I don't need to spend time commuting to work and back, and I could also reach more people, right, from different cities. So that was convenient for me and for the students. So that was the main point. Now I only teach online, and I usually do one-on-one classes. I have a lot of students, but I am also selling a course. So that is something that you could tap into if you don't have time for one-on-one classes, or if you maybe you don't have time, or you're not really up for it, or you are not ready to commit. Usually when we do one-on-one classes, I'm asking from students to commit for a long time, because I don't want to, I cannot teach you for a month or 2 or 3, unless you are, you know, preparing for a specific test. But language needs to be practiced, and needs to be practiced for a long time. And if you want to achieve a more sophisticated level, or like an advanced level specifically, you need to commit to learning for a long time. So you don't waste my time, and I don't waste your time, right? We need to commit to each other. And then once you do that, then I make a specific teaching plan. Each teaching plan is individual. So there is no one size fits all teaching plan. It's more like, sorry, I had to drink some water. It's more like I need to know about you, about your life, how much time you have, what do you actually want to achieve, and then I make a teaching plan according to your needs. But I also, a lot of the times, you don't know what you need actually. So we start practicing, but then I see some of the things that you're missing, right? Maybe you think you're really good at grammar, but you are missing some basics. Or maybe you think your pronunciation is great, but you only want to learn phrases and slang. But then I see that you cannot really understand phrases and slang unless we cover some of the basics, right? So that's how I customize the teaching plan along the way. Is this a recording? You don't read questions. Okay, I've read your question. It is not a recording. It's just, I'm speaking a lot, and I see a lot of comments as well. So I can only manage to answer some of them, but you can write it a couple of times if it's really important, and I'm gonna get to your question as well, okay? So Ricky, I see you. It's not a recording. It is me personally, live, This is a live stream, so we are doing it live. I am here in this moment, okay? Where are you from? I am from New York City. I grew up in New Jersey, and then after that I moved to New York City, and I've spent most of my life there. But I have also been traveling a lot. So I lived in Japan, I lived in China, I have lived in Europe for a while. I lived in Serbia, I lived in Spain, and at the moment I am in Europe as well. So I love traveling, as you can see, and the main point of me teaching online was to be able to travel as much as I can. Is it your first time live streaming? It is not my first time live streaming on WeChat and on RedNote, but on Douyin, I have live streamed maybe 2 years ago, and then I stopped in the meantime. So it is the first time live streaming this year, yeah. Which city have you been to in China? I have been to Guangzhou, I've been to Shenzhen, I've been to Dongguan, I've been to Foshan, to Beijing, to Shanghai, to Hefei, and to Shijiazhuang. I think I didn't miss any of the cities. That's about it. So mostly bigger cities, but I visited like Shijiazhuang, Foshan, Dongguan. These are a bit smaller, but I have not visited any like villages, unfortunately. That's what I would really love to see. How about your Chinese? My Chinese is not great, unfortunately. It is really not great. But I have a quest for next year. Since I was mentioning, right, I speak a lot of languages. Not a lot, I speak 5 languages, but I speak Spanish, I speak German, I speak Japanese, I speak Serbian, and English, obviously, we can count that one too. And then my next quest, to be able to speak 6 languages, I want to learn Chinese. So that is my next goal. What is your job now in China? I am not in China. My job is an English teacher. Sorry, I'm just gonna put a little jacket on because it's not so warm here. I am not in China. I am teaching online. So I teach from America, or I teach from Europe. Sometimes I teach from Asia when I'm traveling as well. But my main job is an English teacher. What I didn't mention earlier was also I have a lot of tips and tricks on healthy living as well. At one point, I wanted to become a nutritionist. So I learned a lot, and I attended school for becoming a nutrition coach. And I helped a lot of my friends and some clients to lose weight, to deal with their high cholesterol, or to deal with diabetes. So if you have any questions about how to lose weight, or just in general how to lead a healthy lifestyle, feel free to ask me. I have a lot of knowledge on this as well. Are you an online English teacher? Yes, I am. I am an online English teacher. That is my main job. Okay, can I join the call? Okay, you can join the call, but not at the moment, okay? I want to be chatting with you guys for a little bit, and then we will let you join at some point later, okay? I want more people to be in first, and then I want to be talking to you a little bit. I want you to get to know me, and I want to get to know you guys as well before we start practicing our spoken English, okay? Do you know Andrew Cap? I don't know him personally, but yeah, I follow him on Douyin, and I think he's really cool and he's really interesting. I love his content. So yeah, I find him funny and interesting, and he's a great English teacher as well. He mostly teaches kids though, I think. I'm gonna have a piece of chocolate because I'm really hungry. What I have here is called a Dubai chocolate. So it's chocolate around. You've probably heard about it, right? It's really trending now. Dubai chocolate. has like a pistachio filling inside, and I really liked it. So I just bought one. I have been to Dubai. I haven't been to Dubai before. Speak slowly, please. Okay, I will try and speak a bit slower as well. Black chocolate? No, this is milk chocolate. It's not black. What's inside? You can see it's green, right? Inside of this, it's a green part, and it's made of pistachios, actually. Dubai chocolate price is so expensive. Not so expensive. Are you having a sweet tooth? What does that mean? What's your clock? Like, what's the time where you're at? It's around 3 p.m. here, 3:13. It says here, I like this flavor too. Is the rent in New York getting crazy high? Yes, the rent in New York is getting crazy high. I'm fortunate enough that I don't have to pay rent, but because I live at my friend's place. But yeah, rents are getting crazy expensive. But I think this is not the case only in New York, unfortunately. Rents are getting crazy high in many big cities. But yeah, America was always so expensive, right? So it's definitely not affordable to live there. I can't eat chocolate, I will get fat. You can see me, right? I am not fat, but I am eating chocolate. I think there is space for everything. I try to eat like really healthy most of the time, or like try to eat really healthy like 80% of the time. I eat a lot of vegetables. I try to get at least 30 types or 30 different types of vegetables per week. So that is a tip I can give you. If you can get in 30 different vegetables in a week, you are definitely going to be healthy. And you will also lose weight, even though it doesn't feel like it, because you need to eat a lot actually, but you need to eat a lot of vegetables and a bit less of meat and a bit less of rice, for example, right? A bit less carbs, a bit more fiber. That's the main point. So focus on getting more fiber in, and fiber you mostly get from vegetables. You can also get it from some fruit, and you can also get it from some grains, right? So all of these are definitely, well, helping you be healthier because it's helping your gut to in your like intestines. And if you eat more fiber, even though you eat some sweets like me, or even though you eat like some sugar or you eat some fat, fiber is kind of helping you get that out of your body. Fiber is like a little broom, like cleaning your gut. And then you go to the toilet and then you poop, right? You poop it out. So it's really healthy for you. If you eat a lot of vegetables, that's definitely helping you be regular. So to go to the toilet quite often, and also helping you like push or like usher out like bad things from your body, bad things like extra sugar or extra fat, right? So that is kind of like a hack that you can use. If you really want to eat something fatty, like if you really love pizza, you want to eat pizza, then you eat pizza, but you also take a salad, right? You add some vegetables to it. You add a salad to the side. You don't have to put the salad on pizza. And then if you really want to eat, I don't know, like a fatty hot pot that has a lot of fat in it, or you want to eat a lot of meat, get some vegetables on the side too, right? Do not eat hot pot with only meat or only like, I don't know, some carbs, but eat it with a lot of veggies too. And vegetables are helping you out. So whatever you want to eat, that is, it's not like the healthiest thing for you. You can add veggies to it, and that immediately becomes a healthy-ish meal. So that is my tip. How about sweet food? Well, you can see that I'm eating sweets as well. So I do try to eat mostly vegetables and grains, and there is nothing I don't eat. I eat everything, but it's just about the amounts that I eat, right? I eat chocolate, but I eat chocolate sometimes, and I really enjoy it. And then I eat pizza or I eat a burger, but sometimes. But most of the times, I eat a home-cooked meal, like rice, vegetables, meat, or something like a stew, right? Or like some soups with veggies and with meat as well. I eat a lot of tofu. I eat tempeh, I eat fermented foods. These are also really good for you. So all of these are helping me, or like they're letting me to stay skinny. I am pretty thin. I stay skinny, but I can still get to eat chocolate or pizza or burgers sometimes. So that's how I balance it out, basically. Eat more slow cabin food. What is cabin food? Don't dip veggies in the pot. You can dip veggies in the pot if you like. Like you can eat raw vegetables. I know in China you don't really eat a lot of raw foods, right? So you can eat it cooked. You can eat veggies in a soup as well. Do you cook yourself? Yes, I cook myself most of the time. I enjoy cooking, and I love inventing new recipes, and I love thinking about like healthifying new recipes. It says here, go back to the UK. I am not from UK. I am not from England. I am from America. Okay, what do we have here? What kind of fermented food do you eat? I eat sauerkraut. I eat tempeh, which is like fermented soybeans. I eat natto. That's like a Japanese food. It's also fermented soybeans. And then what else do I eat that is fermented? Like fermented cabbage, I really like. That's like similar to sauerkraut, but there are a couple of different types. Fermented cabbage is like so delicious. Then I eat, what else is fermented? Like pickles. I like pickles too. So all of these things I try to eat, and I eat it quite often actually. I also drink yogurt or like kefir. This is like a fermented milk drink, and fermentation in that is like pretty healthy for your gut as well, if you are not lactose intolerant actually. Carbohydrate, he wants to say, doesn't rice give you more sugar? This is another thing that I could tell you about. Rice, if you eat only rice, then yeah, your blood sugar will spike. But if you eat rice with vegetables and with protein, so you pair carbohydrates with fiber and with protein, your blood sugar does not spike as much. So obviously you shouldn't be eating like a lot of rice and a little bit of vegetables and a little bit of meat. This is wrong. But you eat a little bit of rice, a lot of vegetables, and a bit more meat, and then your blood sugar will not go up. That is also a hack. So same as I was mentioning before, it's always about the portion size. You can eat everything, but you need to know how much of what to eat. So you can still enjoy like the foods you like, but you will be wary of the portion size and like how much you eat. Like if I eat a chocolate, I'm not gonna eat a whole chocolate, right? Maybe I'm gonna take like one of these or maybe two, and I'm gonna stop. Maybe three sometimes if I'm feeling crazy, but it is going to be like not a lot of it, right? And then I had some vegetables before this, and I will have some vegetables for lunch as well. So it's okay, right? It doesn't really matter. I stay healthy, and my body doesn't take it as like this sugar spike because I eat a lot of fiber before this, and I eat a lot of fiber after this. Girls are more talented than boys. Okay, what do you mean? Like more talented in what? Is this like a girl-boy thing? Would you guys agree that girls are more talented than boys? How do you make a live on this app? How do I do a live? I click like go live and then I go live. This is too fast. Okay, is the way I'm speaking too fast? This is your English listening practice, okay? So let me know if you want me to speak slower and I will do that too. The way I speak right now should be like students that are beginners, maybe it's too fast for them, but for students that are intermediate, upper intermediate, or advanced, it should be quite easy for you to understand. The vocabulary I'm using is also not too complicated, and I am speaking standard American accent, so it is made for you to understand it better, and I'm emphasizing words as well. And I want to say thank you guys so much for the hearts and for the flowers. This is really, really sweet of you. So thank you for the gifts that you are sending me. Okay. Let's see, can you speak Chinese? Unfortunately, no, not yet. Thank you for the flowers, guys. And I want to say like happy Mid-Autumn Festival. I didn't mention it before. I know it's almost the end of it, but to those of you that I didn't congratulate before, happy Mid-Autumn Festival to you. I hope you spend it like you got a good rest and you spend some quality time with your family. Oh my God, thank you for the hearts and thank you for the flowers. I see a lot of them on the screen at the moment. So thank you so much for that. Wow, I got a cake too. Nice. Thank you. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Go back to work tomorrow. Yeah, so today is the last day of the holiday, right? Thank you so much for the hearts and for the flowers and for all the gifts that you are sending me here. Which city do you live in? I live in New York City, but at the moment I am in Belgrade. Belgrade is a city in Serbia. So at the moment I am in Belgrade. Where are you from? I am from New York City. That is where I come from. Okay. Someone is writing Bell. What is this? Belgorod? It seems like it's written maybe in Russian or something. A quite useful stream for English learners. Exactly. Okay, so this is your free English listening practice. That is why we do it. And if you have any questions or if you need any tips or tricks on how to improve your English speaking, how to improve whatever part of English that you're struggling with, like maybe you want to improve your pronunciation, maybe you want to improve your vocabulary, maybe you want to just start speaking more, this is a good way to practice. It's a good way to practice your listening, but also at times I will let you guys join the live stream and then I can hear you speak, and then I can give you some tips on that too. I will ask you a couple of questions. You will tell me something about your life. And we have one rule here, okay? That if you want to call, you want to be on a call, it shouldn't be an audio call. We want to make it a video call. I know some of you guys are quite shy. Thank you so much for the gifts. I know some of you guys are shy and you see that a lot of people are watching, and maybe you are shy to practice your English or shy to like turn on your camera, but think about it this way, like you will probably be shy to speak to someone in person as well, but this is easier than speaking to someone in person, right? Also, I am an English teacher. I am really understanding. I will not be telling you off for your mistakes. I will correct your mistakes and I will let you know maybe things you can improve. Maybe you can just build your confidence, right? You could be like, okay, I was talking in front of so many people online, so for sure I can talk to someone in real life, right? So it's building your confidence as well. And the way, or like the reason why we do it as a video call is we want, see, it's much nicer for you to be looking at me as well, not only listening to me. Yes, this is a listening English practice, but you can see the faces that I make, you can see the gestures, right? You can see the body language, you can see like the type of like the expression I have on my face. And this is all part of the language as well, right? It's not only like the way you speak, or it's not only the vocabulary you're using, but it's all of this together. It's a part of communication. And some countries are like more or less expressive than the others, but if you want to speak in English, you should be quite expressive, okay? So like have an expressive face, use your gestures, use your body language as well. So all of these are important, and that's why if you want to practice, I want other people that are watching to be able to look at you, right? Look at your expressions, look at your body language, look at your gestures, and that is helping everyone out. So I'm helping you out, the person that wants to have a call, but we are also helping everyone that is watching, okay? Your facial expressions. Yeah, facial expressions are quite important. Okay, I'm a student, a senior student. I want to call you, please. Okay, we can do calls in a little bit, okay? I just want to be chatting a bit more. Or you can say yapping, right? If you're yapping, like blah, 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 like talking a lot. I have bought your course. Oh, thank you so much. So you could let us know if you are satisfied with the course then. I put a lot of effort into it, so I hope you guys are satisfied. And I'm trying to be funny. You could see a lot of facial expressions. You can see a lot of body language, a lot of gestures, and a lot of vocabulary, a lot of phrases, a lot of grammar as well. We try to cover everything in it. Are you British? No, I am American, not British. And this accent is really different from the British accent. Do native speakers need to pass IELTS? No, not really. Only non-native speakers will pass this test, because this test is like a proof that you know English. But if you are born in an English-speaking country, then there is usually no need to pass this test. Are you in China now? No, at the moment I am not in China, but I would love to be in China, guys. I hope I could visit China soon. I'm a student? Oh, okay, sorry. I'm a girl. I want to get an English name, and the name is Jasmine. Could you tell me, is the name so weird or not? Okay, the name Jasmine is not weird, but the way you want to spell the name, okay, just a moment. I will check it out on my laptop, because the way you were spelling the name is not the way we usually spell Jasmine, okay? So Jasmine or Jasmine or Jasmine, both of these pronunciations are correct. It's going to be written as Y-A-S-M-E-E-N. I can write it here as well so you can see it. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. This is how we spell Jasmine. So the way you wrote it, you can find it in the comments. Sorry, there are a lot of comments on the screen, so maybe you cannot see it, but I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Y-A-S-M-E-E-N, Jasmine. So it is a really pretty name for a girl, and I like it a lot. We don't really have meanings behind the names, like meanings behind Chinese names, but it sounds really beautiful, and I always imagine a really pretty girl if I think about Jasmine. Yeah, another way of spelling this one is J-A-S-M-I-N-E. So we have two ways of spelling this name. It could be Jasmine or Jasmine, J-A-S-M-I-N-E, or Y-A-S-M-E-E-N. The pronunciation is the same, and you could choose any of these two. Both of these, well, it's one name basically, but it sounds really beautiful. And also whenever I think of Jasmine, I think of someone who is really cute and really beautiful. So it's a nice name. How about Joey for a girl? Well, Joey is usually for a guy. You probably know if you watched Friends, right? Joey is usually a guy. It could be a girl too. But whenever I think of Joey, I mostly think about a guy. So if you're fine with that, you could use Joey for a girl's name as well. It seems like as if you were with us like neighbors. It feels like I'm your neighbor. That's cool, I think, right? My English name is Chester. Is it okay? Yeah, Chester is a cool name. Chester sounds like a handsome guy. Handsome. I think Chester is usually someone from England, but yeah, it's a cool name. Did you see my message? You seem to ignore me. I am so sorry, guys. If I ignore your message, you can see that there are a lot of comments rolling on the screen, so I cannot see all of them at once. But if I didn't reply, you can write your message again, and then I will reply. Mason for a boy. Yeah, Mason is also a cool name. Mason seems like someone who's like really urban, someone who is really cool, like effortlessly cool. That's a nice name as well, Mason. I like chatting with you. Thank you so much. I like chatting with you too. And thank you so much for the gifts that you're sending, for the hearts and the flowers. It means a lot to me, so thank you. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the flower. I got a cake as well. That's pretty cool. My birthday was actually quite recently, so it feels like you're sending me cakes for my birthday, and that's also really cool. How about Leo for a boy? Leo is also cool. Leo is like a lion, right? So you would imagine someone who's like really brave, like a lion. So Leo is also cool. Is Razy a weird name for a girl? Maybe Razy sounds a little bit weird, because it feels like it's a combination of like two names, like Daisy and Reese. I never really heard this name before, Razy. So it sounds like an invented name to me. So maybe it sounds a little bit weird, but if you want to be really unique, maybe you want to have a really unique name, then you can give yourself a weird name as well. That's also cool. Are you Russian? I am not Russian. I am American. You look like Kendall Jenner. Oh my God, really? Okay, thank you so much. I think we don't really look alike, but I think she's really pretty, so thank you for that. Faye for a girl, is it weird? No, Faye is a really nice name. It is not weird at all. F-A-Y-E, Faye. Thank you for the hearts, and thank you for the flowers. Thank you for the gifts that you are sending. I see some other gifts that are not hearts and flowers, but I don't know what the names are, but thank you. Okay, what